going on, then you have a problem. And this goes back into the SWIFT case, 2006-07. Remember the SWIFT case, quite famous. SWIFT is that financial messaging system, so every time you do a transfer, SWIFT is actually behind that. Headquartered in Belgium, by the way, and Gerd will know what I'm talking about. Where there were many different issues on data protection in the SWIFT case, but here we see, funnily enough, after many, many years later, when it actually found its place in GDPR, where also SWIFT started negotiating certain things without telling the banks. So they interpreted their role a bit differently because they always said they're a processor, but they started negotiating disclose data from law enforcement in the US and getting access to the transactional message. So, and what's happening, so the moment you start doing that, you're changing your role and you're becoming, acting more as a data controller. Yeah.
Those can coexist, right? At the same time, you can have a contract with the controller and be a processor for him, and simultaneously be a controller for another purpose which you yourself set, and be accountable for your obligations as a controller separately, right?
Yes. Yes. So a company, a legal entity, an organization, an academic institution, because I know we talked about some people in the coffee break, is usually when you are a provider business. Let's say you're one of the big 4 IT providers in the world. Obviously, what you do, the business you do with your customers, they give you data. You are a processor in most cases. There are some gray areas there that processors or these big 4 don't like, but still you are a processor. But then for your very own processing of employee data, for your own employees that you hire, you are certainly a controller with regard to that employee data processing. So you can have 2 roles in the same organization. That's a simple example. There's other ones where it's more difficult, but I think the practical advice is always to look at each processing activity and then define, and you can do this by doing a simple chart, right? And you see controller, processor, what are the arguments, criteria, what are we actually doing, get input from business, and then you make your assessment. That helps you putting the right codification in place. And it may be very simple in organizations where you are just a controller all the time. And sometimes you're just a processor all the time. But sometimes it's not clear. And for some business activity, you are a controller. Sometimes you're a processor. Sometimes you're maybe even a subcontractor. And sometimes you may even be a joint controller. And so on and so on and so on.